creating a ripple, right? It's always been wanting to deal hope. I always said, I'm a hope dealer. What do you deal? Because we're all dealing something, but what do you deal? And to me was hope dealer. And so the ripple effect of hope dealing, one drop of hope at a time, one drop can make a huge difference. I am able to service anyone in the world that, no matter the age, demographics, really nothing that can stop me servicing. Abundance is there waiting for each and every one of us. We just need to reach and get it. If you want to crawl, we will crawl. If you want to walk, we'll walk. If you want to run, we'll run. Whatever it is. But if you stay put, then I stay put. Really opening the eyes that we are accountable to ourselves. And if you're longing for something, you're wanting something, is because there's really something in there that needs to be expressed. And so how do we help you express that and become that, or just see that you already are that? How do we get rid of everything that clouds it?
Hello everyone. Today, I am excited to share 14 different things that can make your case worse. Yes. What are the 14 things that could potentially make your health worse? Even if you're on a program, even if you have a practitioner that you're working with as a maintenance, or for maintenance, right? Or if you're in the beginnings of a program where you're learning how to detox and how to support your body, certain organs, whatnot. Today I have the privilege to have a show and tell, as I have been experiencing for the past 10 days some pretty incredible symptoms that have definitely given me a different perspective on how I can continue to empower each and every one who is ready to start the journey of cleansing their body, or those that are already being assisted by me and they encounter situations such as what I have done. So let me share with you the 14 reasons why some cases may get worse, okay? One of them is dental appointments. So dental appointments can definitely alter our health, particularly because there are going to be many bacteria, there are going to be heavy metals, there are going to be tons of things that are going to be disrupted. And the body is going to absorb some, and the body is going to want to get rid of some. And dental appointments can definitely be one of the main reasons why a case can get worse. A vacation, believe it or not, vacations can be one great reason why your health seems to go backwards. Time zone changes. That jet lag thing can be real for some. For, having food choices when you travel, or just even at home, the choices that we're making, are we eating junk? That can alter one of our, our cases. That can alter how our body is reacting to our case. Protocol. Sleep. Lack of sleep. Sleeping in a different place, such as in a hotel room full of black mold. I'll get into that later. Water. What kind of water are you drinking? At home, when you travel, do you try to hydrate even more when you are flying from one side of the country to the other? The full moon and the new moon. We already know, right? We talk a lot about how the full moon and the new moons can have different effects within our health because of what it does, the polarity that it does have, the energy that it has. We know already that many people report, different agencies report of higher crime scenes, or even higher accidents. The crazies are out. It's a full moon. We hear all those things, right? So full moon and new moons definitely can alter our case and how we're doing. Stress, any kind of stress. So it could be Happy stress. You're stressed because you're planning a wedding. You're stressed because you're planning a graduation. You're stressed because you're planning your vacation, right? Or you're stressed because you're going back to work after that vacation and you really don't like that job you do. Scars, situational scars. It could be actual physical scars in the body that you have. A new burn. So, I've gotten a new burn. I don't know if it's noticeable, but I have a new burn that happened within the last 4 or 5 months. And I gotta tell you, that new scar, it's pretty deep. That's altering the way circulation happens within my body, perhaps how much aid went to that area to be supported. That's a stress, that's a scar. Situational scars, emotional scars. Maybe you deal with something that emotionally has a huge impact. Maybe it happens during your work travel, and on top of the travel, you have something happening, a situation taking place that situationally scars you. Mean people. Plenty of those to go around, sadly. Are you choosing to stay around them? Are you choosing to love and respect them and love them from afar? Set those boundaries and even speak of those boundaries to those people so they know. There are many shots that people receive, boosters. There's many new up and coming shots, especially in the last 4 years or so. We've had a huge amount of different things that have been invited to be part of our bodies, and those that have said yes are going through a lot of things now. That's another reason why your health may get worse. I know many people that chose to do some things that now their cancer is back. Now things are horrible and without control. Now, calcification. Sometimes we start to see calcification within the body, and that can definitely make situations worse because, again, the body won't function properly when that's taking place. Medications. Do you all of a sudden start taking a new over-the-counter supplement, or you got so curious to see if what your friend is taking is going to also help you shed some pounds, even though what your friend is taking is very toxic? That could be a medication that we choose to take, and it's going to actually hurt us. The other thing that can happen, and it's more than evident, all those lines that we see up in the sky, all of those things that we start to breathe, all those things that don't look natural, tons of natural disasters that almost seem like they're pre-made. Some people call it bioweapons. Some people call it just the destruction of the human being by other humans, right? Those are 14 reasons why our cases within the holistic world, and any really case, can get worse. These 14 things can alter the way our body is receiving our current supplementation and detoxification. Therefore, we must figure out what to do. So that's the problem, right? The problem is I've been on a program for myself. Let's talk about me and what's transpired in the last week or so. So I have traveled for work. As you guys know, I went on a training, and sure enough, I got to sleep in a hotel room that was full of black mold. I tried to make different arrangements. I did what I could. I worked really hard. I was exhausted. I slept every time I got to sleep because I was working extremely hard. I was there for training and other fun stuff as well. However, that mold, as you guys can hear it, really, really took a toll within my lungs. And my lungs, having been that I was overwhelmed for other situational scars that had been taking place throughout the time that I was during my trip, and some healing taking place, my lungs and my overwhelming feelings that I was going through and processing really allowed this mold to get deep into my lungs. And I had a call with my practitioner actually during my time away from home, and she sure enough confirmed that there was mold going on, that my thyroid was actually going crazy trying to balance things out. that I was going to need some additional support. And sure enough, after feeling like my quantum nutrition case had been getting better, since I'm on a maintenance program now where I just talk to my practitioner every 4 to 5 weeks or so. Now, because of my lungs having the need of more support, I am now going back once a week for a couple weeks, and then I am going to see what else I need to do after that. Perhaps when our case gets worse, we go back to having a more routine testing, which is what's going to happen with me. Just for a season, I'll have a couple back-to-back appointments with my practitioner, and then we'll taper off again. But I need to get back to basics. I need to get back to where my body was no longer having any lung issues. I need to get back to where I'm feeling and I'm knowing that my case is moving forward. However, I am thankful that my body was screaming loud and clear, Vilu, you need to have some help with your lungs. Vilu, you absolutely know this place. Unfortunately, the place that we choose to stay at, or I chose to stay at this time, for the last time, I won't stay there again. It's been known to have tons of mold problems. And this time they didn't just have mold problems, they had an air conditioning unit problem. Being in Florida, that is something that can be very drastic for the body. And so my body went through a lot of different change, flying back and forth and training and all that good stuff was amazing. However, the amount of work my body was doing out of its norm was already stressful enough. Again, another reason why we talked about stress being a factor in cases getting worse. And so the solution to this was not only to get on the phone right away and make an additional appointment with my practitioner, right? That's something we can all do. Pick up the phone, whether you're on a program or not. If you're not on a program and you're feeling like you just went through any of these things, you went on a vacation, you had some dental work done, you have some stress, you have some emotional stuff going on, you just changed medications, you've been seeing a whole bunch of lines above your home, that planes leave behind, and all of a sudden you're just not feeling good. Even your vegetables are maybe growing funky, right? And you want to get to the root of it. You want to get back to where you were, or you want to just start something new. What we do, just like I did, is get a hold of your practitioner, get a hold of me, make an appointment. We can go over what the possibilities are to help you. I will give you straight up choices. Upon moving forward, then we will go ahead and start testing and letting you know what the dosage of the new supplementations that need to be part of your program, or if you don't have a program, we'll get you going with one. The second thing to have in hand is huge, guys. So I got a hold of my practitioner, I have my appointment set up, but then what do? I know that I have some very cool products, such as my vitamin C packs. I got to test and see which pack I had to take. I started to take my vitamin C scoops, right? I started to take some additional antiparasitic things. I started to take some lung support, of course, essential oils diffusing all the time and making some stuff for me to ingest, and lemon water, and letting myself rest as much as I could, calcium lactate so that the fever could stay under control, right? Help my body nourish what it was releasing. And so empowering myself with the tools just in case, I tell you, is key. It's crucial when it's for our children or our loved ones, but I'm going to tell you, it's super crucial for it to be available to us as the ones that hold down the fort at home. Because without us being able to bounce back, for instance, like I am bouncing back, say 10 days after I was exposed to all this, I know people that have been exposed to this and haven't gotten the tools, nor do they call a practitioner, and they end up for months and months with this situation and fever for a couple weeks, and then they end up with different synthetic stuff going into their body, killing all the good stuff in their systems. And so I want to empower you with tools. I want you to know that having a vitamin C pack of each color, the ones that I talk about the yellow pack, the orange pack, and the blue pack, right? One of each in each home, it's a must. Having Power 3 is a must. Having your top 10 essential oils is a must. Having a humidifier, a nebulizer is a must. Having a neti pot is a must. Having certain things at home, such as bone broth, even if you make it and freeze it, that has been life-saving for me this last week. I've been nourishing myself with bone broth. And then, of course, staying on top of the current supplements that we're on. It's going to be key. Giving yourself grace and starting to process why it is that your body is asking you to relax. Giving yourself the permission to allow your body to get better. Remember, guys, our bodies are not sick. Our bodies are strong and smart. And yes, they can get really loud at times telling us that they need our support. So today, I invite you to be aware that yes, there are things, even good things, that can make our health not thrive. There's a reason behind that. You are not crazy. There are things to be done. There is great support out there. Believe me, I'm going right through that season myself. If you have any questions, any comments, anything that you might be able to empower myself or anyone that's reading the comments after watching this video, please feel free to share. Until next time, I look forward to hearing from you guys. I'm going to continue to heal, and then I will be back with more information for you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Make your ripple count. This has been another episode of Your Ripple Effect with Viluna Yeli, your one drop of hope at a time practitioner. Thank you guys. Talk to you later.